Happy Monday, everyone. It's Kimberly Beer here with Make It Happen Monday. One thing you can do this week to better help promote your business. So today, my one thing is actually going to turn into a couple of things over the next few weeks. We're going to be talking about building up to a launch. Now, in my case, the examples that I'm going to talk about in the launch are going to be centered around the holiday season. As I'm recording this, it is the third week of September. And the holidays are hot and heavy on my mind because I know that in order to get a really successful campaign together for the holiday season, I have to start early. As a matter of fact, for some of my clients, we've started back in July and August building up to be able to do something for the holiday season in November and December. But it is definitely not too late on the third week of September for you to get started on some really good promotions to get your holidays to be even more successful this year. Now, if it's not the holidays when you're listening to this recording, hey, don't worry. Or maybe you don't have a business that's centered around holiday promotions or sales. Again, this formula works no matter what you're marketing as far as your launch is concerned. It could be centered around a specific event. It could be centered around a special or a product that you're putting out that's new to market. It could be around a lot of different options of something big that you know is going to happen in the future and you want to be able to get a really big response for it. So that's why I'm saying launch day build up. And this is not going to be a complicated procedure. For most of you who are listening to this, I could give you a really complex launch day build up program, and it would be something that you probably would get very frustrated with. So I have broken this down to absolutely the most essential elements. Now, later on down the road, I'm going to present you with a more complicated or complex launch day buildup. Or if you would like to get in touch with me and do a coaching call, I am happy to walk you through a more complex process. But for those of you who this is either your first holiday season or your first launch or the first one that you want to do around social media, or you're new to business, which a lot of you who are listening to this are, this is a really simple process to follow. It is great. You can DIY it and you can be really successful, and let's not make things more complicated than they have to be. All right, let's dig in. So we're going to talk about 4 steps that you need to take. So here's the strategy. The first step in this process is to build your following. So here's what we're keying in on. Social media is controlled by algorithms. Those algorithms tend to favor showing your organic and paid posts to people who have most recently liked or interacted with your social media presence on whatever that channel is. Now, this is pretty well true across the board. Different algorithms for different social channels do differ slightly, but they all tend to reward people who tend to show people your posts a little bit more when they have had a recent interaction with your business presence on whatever that channel is. Now, I'm going to talk very specifically about Facebook here in a moment, but just know this is what you want to think. Whether you're using Facebook as your primary social channel or whether you're using some other social channel like LinkedIn or Instagram or Pinterest, again, those that have interacted the most recently are going to see your posts first. So the first step we want to do is we want to add some new people into that pool of people who follow or like or connect with us on our social channels. So we're going to be very channel specific in how we do this. Whatever the channel is, you're going to build the following first, and then you're going to convert that following into a deeper engagement. Again, we're going to rely on that algorithm as well as some money in a paid advertising scheme to both build the following, so to get more people to follow us, and then to convert that following using an ad that asks people to sign up for our VIP email list. In this case, we are going to offer them our best content. So if you have something that you've been holding back on, if you train, if you have great information, if you're a coach and you have things that you want to be able to share with people, if you have, if you're an artist and you want to get people to follow you at a deeper level, you're going to offer them your best stuff in exchange for their email address. And that's really, really important, is that they have to give you the email address in order to get it. And I'm going to give you over the next couple of weeks the strategy about how you kind of set that up. But you need to start now with thinking about what content do you have that would be something that you would offer to people in exchange for their email address. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that increased following, the increased opportunity that those people are going to get from the algorithm to see our posts on whatever social channel it is. We're going to say, here's this piece of content I would like to give you. And if you would like it, give me your email address. I'll send it to you. And then you're going to utilize that same concept to keep communicating with them until you're ready for your launch. So you may want to have more than one piece of content stacked up, but your best piece is the piece that you're going to exchange for their email address. All right, so I hope that makes sense to everybody. So let's take a look at how that's going to work on Facebook. So the first thing you're going to want to do is run a page promotion campaign. This gets you more likes, follows. That is basically all it's about. And I'm going to walk you through that particular step today. Your homework is to get that page promotion set up, and then you're going to run a boosted ad on your Facebook page for people to get your best piece of content, and then they're going to exchange their email address for it. So next week, we're going to talk about how to set up the sign-up forms. And then the week after that, we're going to talk about how to marry those two concepts together and run the boosted ad with the sign-up form and deliver our piece of valuable content. So the next thing you need to do is then keep providing them with valuable content. So your homework, back to the homework, your homework is to think about what that valuable content is going to be. After you get your page promotion campaign set up and get it paid for and run it, which is about a 10-minute process, then I want you to think about what it is that you have to offer people. I'm not talking about a product or a coupon here. I am talking about well, I guess it could be considered a product, but I'm talking about if you're a coach. Let's do some examples. If you're a coach, for example, you might offer someone 5 steps toward whatever that goal happens to be. Try to orient your goal to whatever your launch is going to be about. Now, specifically right now, we're talking about holiday season. So it might be around holiday coaching packages that help people get through the holiday season. If you're an artist, maybe offer people a place on your VIP list where they get extended access. If you have a Patreon account and you're an artist or a blogger or a writer, maybe offer a piece of content, a sample piece of content from that, and then your launch or your offer is going to have them subscribe to that. So you want to think, it is very specific to your business about what is it that your customers want from you? What is it that you could give them that would entice them to turn loose of their email address and stay nicely engaged with you until you're ready to run your offer? So again, step by step, we're going to add more people to our world on social media. We're going to ask them to make a bigger commitment by providing their email address, and we're going to exchange a piece of content for that, an article, a download, a step-by-step, a photograph, a piece of art that is digital. Everything you want, everything here needs to be delivered digitally, not in person. So it needs to be some type of a download or digital concept. And then after we have built a little bit of a relationship with these folks over the next couple of weeks, then we're going to present our big offer or our launch. it is best if you can tie all of those things together. Let's say, for example, again, you're a coach, you're running a holiday coaching package that you want to sell for people in December. So what you're going to do is you're going to maybe have your high value content around step by step. How do you handle the holidays? Then you're going to exchange that for the email. Then you're going to run another piece of content that talks about the benefits of having a coach over the holiday season. And then when you run your offer, you're going to send them sign up for, a 3-week coaching package for X number of dollars. And hopefully they'll already be pre-sold and be thinking about all the reasons that they would want to do that and see the benefits in it right from the start. All right, that's our strategy. If you already know how to run a page promotion campaign on Facebook, head on out and get that done, because all we're going to do for the rest of this particular Make It Happen Monday is walk through the steps of setting up that page promotion campaign. If you've never done a page promotion campaign on Facebook, hang on, I'll be right back with Facebook. So here I am on my Facebook page. This is my photography page, and we're just going to use it as an example. I'm actually going to be launching a calendar around the holiday season, so this is a good time for me to actually put this in practice. So we're going to walk all the way through the process, and I'm going to go ahead and run a like campaign for the next week. Now, it's really important when you run one of these campaigns where you're promoting your page on Facebook that you put your best stuff forward as posts on Facebook right during the promotion as well as after it. This is not the time to neglect your Facebook page. So make sure you're posting some good quality content on Facebook just organically, because again, the algorithm is going to favor those people who have most recently interacted or liked or followed your page. So make sure you really support them with some good stuff. So if you don't have that in place, you might want to hold off for a day or two until you do. And if you do have it in place, or at least you have a plan, then go ahead by all means and get the campaign started. It takes a little while for it to kick in and really start to effectively gather you likes. All right, so we're going to hit the Promote tab, which is right here on your Facebook page. You can run this campaign right from your Facebook page. We're going to click on Promote Your Page. It is going to pull the artwork from your timeline cover. So if that is okay with you, and in this case it is okay with me, then it's really ready to go. You're going to have to do a couple of things here. One is you're going to have to set the text of your ad. This is generally pulled from your About section, and you can see I already have a problem here that it has too many punctuation marks. So I'm going to just change that. Do horses inspire you? Inspire me. Follow my photography page for great horse photos. So that's good enough. I'm happy there. I can reposition my image, select a different one if I want. I do want to target people specifically who have horses as an interest. 18 to 65 is fine. US is fine. Oh, we have animals, photography. I'm going to pull the photography out. Actually, changed my mind. I want to leave it in there. So here is just a matter of, go ahead and just put interests. Cats, dogs, horses, all good. This is just a matter of getting your groupings down, getting your audience focused. It would be better if this were a slightly more focused audience, but I'm okay with it being broad at this point, so I'm just gonna leave that. You can set your budget to be daily or lifetime. So I'm going to actually set it for 7 days, and we're going to choose our own budget because I don't want to pay a ton of money. So we're going to do $21 total, so $3 a day. That's estimated 1 to 5 likes per day. Run this ad until September the 24th. That's perfectly fine. It has my MasterCard here as the billing system. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click on Promote. So it submits my promotions, and it lets Facebook see that it's received the order and that it's ready to go. It usually takes about 15 minutes, and then that ad will start to run. So I don't even think that took me 10 minutes to create. It's super easy, and it really does work. The more money you spend, the more likes you're going to get. I spent a simple $3 a day for 7 days. If you have something that you're doing that's going to be really big, I recommend that you spend a little bit more than that. This is the first part of your advertising campaign though. So if you have a budget, which I always recommend as 10 to 15%, that's your overall marketing budget for whatever you want to make for that specific project or timeline or launch. This is going to be a percentage of that. You don't want to spend it all here because we're going to buy some more ads down the road. But do spend a nice chunk here to get your like base built up. And the more targeted that promotion is, the better. So the more targeted the individual who's going to see that ad is, the better. Mine was really broad. Yours may be really, really specific. The more specific you can make it, the more apt you are to be able to create better sales down the road. All right, that's it for Make It Happen Monday. For this week, I'll be back next week and we'll talk about creating your sign up form and welcome emails for those folks who are going to take advantage of that first content offer in exchange for their email address. Thank you guys and have a great day.